What's good, gentlemen? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of My Hero Academia Season 4. And yeah, boys, we've entered a new arc, new OP, same series, but awesome, man. Now, a lot happened in this episode. Gonna be talking about the OP, probably gonna be discussing a little bit, maybe even analyze a little bit for you guys. Also got some stuff about the ED that I want to talk about, but also guys, if you guys did not check it out, because I did just drop the video, I dropped my reaction for the PV that dropped a couple days ago for this arc on a couple hours ago, at least when I'm recording this. So you guys, I actually meant to get that video up a lot sooner than I did. Was busy working on the TASM discussions video, and I ended up completely forgetting to edit that and upload. But you guys haven't seen, you guys want to check out my reaction to the PV, it'll be up in the iCards above if you guys want to check that out. So, yeah, man, this episode was awesome. A lot of setup in this episode. Now, I don't know how many of y'all who are anime only picked up on this. I'm sure the manga readers probably did, but as someone like me who is, I am a damn like I've been before. I don't know what's going to happen in this arc at all. But someone who knows bits and pieces, some of the stuff's going to happen later on, like, you know, the Endeavor Redemption arc of Season 5. I did pick up on some subtle things that or not so much subtle things, but just some things where you could notice that there was a lot of setup in this episode. You could tell that Horikoshi was planting a lot of seeds here in these chapters. Whatever chapter we're down this episode, I can tell Horikoshi was planting some seeds, not only just for Uraraka, which we'll talk about her in a minute when we get to her, but also just, I know from this Endeavor, how he was in the OP, I can tell in this arc we're going to see some seeds planted for the Endeavor Redemption arc, which we're going to see in most likely Season 5. That's probably going to be the big arc that Season 5 is going to be based around. If you guys can tell already, this arc is definitely going to be built around Jiro, and this is going to be her arc. Just like the overhaul stuff with Togata was his arc, the sports festival was Todoroki's arc, the school festival is definitely going to be Jiro's, which I'm looking forward to seeing because I like Jiro. And yeah, just seeing an arc built around her is definitely be fun to watch. And my man Bakugo, man, but we'll talk about that in a second, and especially with that next episode preview. But anyway, guys, let's just jump right in. So after we get to the initial recap with what happened with Overhaul and Shigaraki and all that shit, we get to the new OP, which I know a lot of people I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I know a lot of people are probably going to just write this arc off as filler, especially with an OP like this. You know, a lot of people are probably write this off like, oh, it's filler, it's canon filler, but which it could very well be. No, I'm not someone that hates filler. Like I like the Bound arc in Bleach and Naruto. I didn't even know that shit was filler. You know, I thought that was all canon shit when Naruto was teaming up with the other guys and he was going on various missions with them. I thought that was all canon material. That's how good it was, at least to me anyway. I liked it. Anyway, but you know, for me personally, when you have an arc that's as dark as the Overhaul stuff, going something as lighthearted as like a school festival with Jiro, you know, making a rock band, I think that's kind of neat. After we went through all that dark shit with Eri and Overhaul and all that shit, going something like super lighthearted like this, I think is necessary for not just for the series, but probably for Horikoshi's sanity. But anyway. So I'm not gonna go into in-depth and like analyze this thing like I did with the Overhaul, like I did with the Star Season 4, because before I'm nailing. Although I gotta mention, first off, they had the OP. We see Bakugo with a harmonica. That's gonna be fun if we actually see that in the show. Jiro has gone full punk. You know, she even has a chain bracelets, a chain necklace, fishnet tights. She got the whole 9 yards for punk, which I like. I like the punk look on Jiro. What else? One thing I am curious about is that Endeavor appears in the OP twice. Now that's very interesting, at least for me, because like I mentioned before, the next arc, or at least what we're going to see in Season 5, is going to be the Endeavor Redemption arc. That's next. Which makes me kind of wonder if Overhaul's going to have a much bigger role in this arc, and by that I mean there's going to be a lot of seeds planted. Horikoshi's going to plant a lot of seeds for that arc we see now. I mentioned before in other reviews that I am very much excited to see the arc, for one reason, for both to see how Horikoshi does it, because I do think it's going to turn out to be a really great arc. I've also mentioned ad nauseum that I also dread this arc because of how the manga readers react, and we know we already know how they're like the same fans. The anime only, forget about them. They're fucked. You know, so, you know, like I mentioned before, we're going to have to fight for more blockade around Horikoshi's Twitter when that arc drops. Like I mentioned before, if you're not already embarrassed to be a fan, that arc will be when you see how the anime only are going to react to it. But anyway, enough of me. We'll get to that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what we have in store for what Horikoshi in store for Endeavor, and where that's all going to lead. I love the fact how this arc is so upbeat, or this OP so upbeat. Then you see Bakugo and Todoroki, it's like we're watching a fucking Naruto OP. They're looking so grim and dark, and they're like have their heads down, looking like massive fucking edgelords. It just made me laugh. And also, Yakani Bone doing the song, which you guys know did the OP for Naruto Shippuden, opening 13, I think it was, and even the first opening OP for Boruto, which I mentioned before. Watching this OP and having one of their songs in the background, that the OPs looked very similar. I know. Did anyone else see that? Where the OPs looked very similar. At least to me, anyway, they looked kind of that same kind of, like, very colorful style to them, which I like. I like the first OP for Boruto, but I definitely know they had both very similar styles. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say for the OP. I love the OP, great stuff. Do I like it more than the first one? Probably not, but I definitely dig this one. I really dig it. So yeah, and I'm also just hyped to see these arc. But anyway, so after the OP, we head over to Gran Torino, as well as the detective, I forget his name. So we go there, they're looking over for, excuse me. They're looking around for, Kurogiri. Looking over, they're on the car, they're driving around, they said that they found some eyewitnesses, there's some eyewitness reports that he's there in this forest, and, they go from there, and also, you get to hear Gran Torino say, yari yari to which is, I always, laugh whenever I hear your character just say, yari yari. Just because, JoJo. Anyway. So anyway, after that, they get over to where the forest starts or whatever. And, they got an eye on him, and Gran Torino goes in there and ping-pongs himself through the trees till he finds Kurogiri, spears him, he's right on top of him, and the cops finally reach him. Once there, Kurogiri goes on about, tell me, do you know the rumors about a wild man in the forest? And I'm like, who is this wild man you speak of? Is Bigfoot around here? Is it the fucking swamp thing? Is it the creature from the Black Lagoon? Is he making a slight little pit stop in Japan? Is it fucking, the Loch Ness Monster? Who is this wild man you speak of? Fucking Godzilla? Well, I wasn't wrong in the last one, kind of, but he goes on about this. Gran Torino's like, the fuck you talking about, fam? What the hell are you talking about? He goes over there, and he's like, he tells like, just tell me in detail when we get out of here. And he says that, we also get this flashback back to All for One, where he says that, where he tells Kurogiri that, that he's trusting him to protect Shigaraki, but if he ever feels uneasy, go and find him. And then when we see him, this dude is the size of a fucking kaiju, looks like something out of Final Fantasy 15, and has a radio strapped to his, and is wearing a radio like a fucking necklace. Yeah, man, he's like, and you hear these... The vibration you usually hear when Godzilla shows up in kaiju movies, we've all seen that, where the water kind of we've all seen that, man. That's a huge movie trope at this point. But yeah, he shows up, trees start to get flying around. At this point, I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna need to call some backup, and they might not even get Kurogiri. But so what I thought when I first got, but we see what happens at the end of the episode. We'll get there when we get there. So then from there, we head over back to the hospital with Izuku and the guys. He's over there, and Izuku, which by the way, my man Izuku looked defeated throughout a majority of the first half of the episode. Till we got back to UA, my man Izuku looked fucking defeated, man, from everything that happened, man. And so there's real news. So the news is going on about what happened with Overhaul and all that other stuff. So Recovery Girl mentions that they've been recording, that this is all they've been covering since yesterday. And of course, Izuku's looking down. Like I mentioned before earlier, the man throughout the first half of the episode looked very sad and very defeated from everything, because he feels responsible for everything that's happened to Togata, and he just feels like he should have done more with everything that's gone on with Eri and all the other guys, and with everything, You know how these MCs be, man. They've always gotta, Izuku is spying that way, where he thinks, where it's always he takes everything on by himself and doesn't, share the load. He's very similar to Spidey in this, although that's a lot of MCs I've noticed, not just for Marvel, but just in anime in general. But whatever. Probably some other Marvel support Koshi thrown into the series. But anyway. So he goes over there. He mentions that everyone's going there. It's a return to school. Everyone else is fine. Togata's gonna stay for an extra day to keep exam because of course we all know that lost his quirk. But besides that, everyone else got to go back to school and everyone's good. We see some shots of Uraraka and the others, which I mentioned before. I got a lot to say about Uraraka because I think Horikoshi is setting up for something big with her, but we'll get there when we get there. I got a lot to say about Uraraka, man. And you guys know she's probably my second to third favorite character. My favorite, it would probably go Izuku, Bakugo, and Uraraka. And Bakugo and Uraraka are kind of interchangeable. I think I like Uraraka a little bit more, but other times I'm like, I think Bakugo's a little bit cooler. But anyway, so Izuku's side, what if I say, can I just stay until Airi gets better? So because he wants to talk to her. And he's like, no, man, that's not going to do. Even if you stay, that's not going to do anything different. At this point, you just got to leave it to the doctor. See, Eri, she's still feverish, but we all know she's going to be fine at the end because we saw her getting you. I'm pretty sure you can see the dress she's wearing in, the opening of the OP, too. Which I got to say, man, if you guys didn't watch my reaction, the dress, man, I love the dress they got at Eri. Her outfit nowadays is super cute, man. And I just got to ask, Izuku, when are you going to introduce her to, Shota, man? When are you going to introduce her? But anyway, so anyway, Izuku just decides, that he's gonna go visit Togata before he leaves. And he literally just hey, hi, it's Mr. Aizawa, recover, girl, y'all wash my stuff. And he just puts his stuff down on the chair and just runs off. So he gets over to where Togata's staying. He goes over there, and you think with Togata being, losing his quirk and everything, and also losing his mentor in 2 episodes. And the man probably be sad down the death. Maybe not so much crime, but he'd probably be laying in his bed, depressed a bit. Izuku opens the door, and this man got his feet in the air doing fucking bicycle kicks, and he got his hair back in that, I don't know, whatever that hairstyle your hair, the front part of your hair, so whatever it's called. But yeah, the man's happy as ever, man, and me like Izuku, and he says, "Ohayo, Izuku," he's like, "Ohayo, Midoriya," and Izuku like me is just like, the fuck. We're both, in complete shock at how this man's, back to his way, back to all his way, but hey, man, that's just Togata. And so he mentions how, of course, lost his quirk, but since, certain night I mentioned that he's gonna become a hero, that's why he's not gonna cry and all this other shit. And even though he's still down the dumps, or he's lost a lot, he lost his quirk, lost his mentor, he's still in high spirits in a way, I guess you could say, whereas he's not, or at the very least, he's not gonna let this stuff keep him down for very long. And one thing I also found kind of funny is while he's doing the bicycle kicks, he has that trademark smile of his on, and he says, "Oh yeah, no one's got to stay here for an extra day so they can examine me. Damn it!" He says, "Damn it!" and he's smiling, and he's just like, "Damn it!" And I'm like, not really the expression you make when you say that, man, but whatever. So anyway. We get that. We get some more flashbacks to Sir Night-Eye and Izuku from their first meetup back in, what was it? Episode 3, I think it was. So yeah, we got all that, which also, guys, by the way, got the audio finished up recording for the Sir Night-Eye video. The video's probably going to drop in the next couple of weeks, probably, because it's going to be one of those more high-edited videos, and I'm back at school, so it's going to take me a while to edit through all of it. But yeah, guys, it's going to be coming out soon, and I think you guys are liking it. That's probably going to be the last time I'm going to plug it until the video actually drops, so, yeah. Anyway. So yeah, we get more flashbacks. Izuku, of course, is looking down through the whole time. He looks defeated, he looks sad for everything that's happened with him losing his quirk and everything. He mentions that he's going to take time off from UA until his quirk returns. And they also mentioned that, if they can get Aries' powers controlled, that they'll probably ask her if she can rewind him back to when he still had his quirk. Which I believe is what's going to happen. They're probably I don't know if we're gonna see this we're probably not gonna see this for until later on in the series once we get to Eri, actually kind of becomes more of a forefront, because I'm pretty sure from here on out she's probably stay as more of just a supporting character and I'm pretty sure Toga's probably going to just be written off the series for the next few arcs, or the next few seasons in general. But when Airi starts learning her controller powers, because I'm pretty sure Horikoshi is going to make a whole arc around that, or at least making a chunk of it, or a decent chunk of another arc, that's when we're going to see Togata return, and it's when everything's going to return back to normal. Which I gotta say, I don't think we've seen it, but I don't think I mentioned this before, but yo, Togata is jacked. I mean, look at this man's fucking shoulders. Like, man, like, the dude's sitting cross-legged, so I was talking to Easy, I just can't stop staring at how jacked he is, like, at his shoulders. His shoulders are fucking huge, man. I'm like, Christ, if Vince McMahon, so he'd probably have a fucking stroke. You know? He's like, I'm like, damn. So, yeah, so he's gonna be, Togata's probably gonna be ripping out the series for a bit, which it's gonna suck because I like Togata, but hey, when he returns, it's gonna be awesome. And then Izuku, of course, he's like, if you were this, and then he remembers what I told him that that Mirio should have been the successor. He then straight up asked him, like, if I told you I could give you my quirk, and he doesn't even finish the sentence. He says, like, if I could give you my quirk, and he just says, I don't need it, and he's like, what? He's like, man, I don't need your quirk. I'm going to get mine back soon enough, or hopefully. And if that's not going to happen, I'm going to become a great hero, a fighting hero someday, so I'll figure something out. And, and he's like, and even if you gave me your quirk, wouldn't that cause you a problem? Which is true. Then we'd be back at square one. Izuku would have to be quirkless, and everything we've been through for the past 4 seasons would have been for nothing. So, And while he's telling Izuku to keep smiling and to keep fighting on that you're the hero, that you're a hero, Izuku, you're Deku, And you can see All Might is behind the door ready to knock on it. He's over here in the conversation, but then he just doesn't. And then we cut over to where Kirishima's walking out the front door of the hospital, meet up with Izuku. He's looking down again, of course, still staff and everything to what's going on. He tells me, hey man, what's going on and everything. Then this police car pulls up and they're like, Izuku Midoriya, Eijiro, Kirishima, you're coming with us. We need you for some questioning about the Shie Saikai incident. Because of course they do. They need to get them statements. So they get into the car. They mention how it's probably going to be a while till they get back to school. We then head over back to UA, where Todoroki and Bakugo are heading over to do their quirk and to get their hero licenses stuff and their makeups. And Bakugo just has like this aura around. He's like, "Walk behind me!" How can y'all hate on Bakugo, man? He's such a fucking awesome character, man. I love Bakugo. He's so awesome. So anyway. From here we head over back to Izuku. It's now nightfall, and they also have to do some inquiries as well as to fill out some paperwork, which I'm sure was painful for them both because they're like, oh fuck, paperwork. This is so this is so tedious and shit. But anyway, they finally make it back. It's nightfall. Everyone, of course, at UA is like, oh, we're so glad you guys are back, and all that other stuff. Sato's offering them some chocolate cake, and everyone's like, "Oh, are you guys okay?" and everything. Then Ida comes in there, being like, "Quiet, everyone! You have heard the news. You know what they have been through. They not only their bodies, but also their spirits. Excuse me. Must also be worn out." Izuku's like, "Oh, don't worry, Ida, it's okay." And then the man starts shaking him down. He's like, "Oh, yes, in that case, I was extremely worried about you guys. And then Sarah comes to me like, "Fam, you're the most violent out of any of us," because he's legit shaking him down. And then we see Momo, who is rocking a turtleneck sweater, just like Todoroki, which I found kind of humorous. His was black, though, because of course it was. He had to get a phone call, which he had to walk out for. We'll find out what that phone call is in a second. But also, Momo had her hair down, so all you people that were losing their shit about Momo having her hair down back in, I believe, Season 3, I think it was, when we saw Momo with her hair down for the first time. I'm sure you guys enjoy it. Me, personally, I prefer the ponytail on. I mean, it looks nice, but I prefer the ponytail. And also, Mina, why are you wearing cheetah? Who the fuck wears cheetah nowadays? Like, that is so fucking tacky. But what do I know? I'm not a fashion expert, but Jesus Christ, that kind of turned me a bit. I'm like, why the fuck you wearing cheetah, girl? But then, we then head over to Uraraka, where she's like, is there, and we get a flashback to where she was with Aizawa along with Sue. She's like, was there anything I could have done? I held Sir Knight in my arms. And he's like, I'm not gonna, after everything, I'm not gonna tell you to be positive right now, but I want you to take about this and think about what you want to do. She looks, then we get back to the present. She looks at her hands and she says, I want to save people. And Sue says, yeah. Well, I'll do that thing where she puts like her hand on her mouth, that thing she does. Now, me personally, Now, you guys can, whether you're an anime or you're a manga, I think we can all unanimously agree on that Horikoshi is obviously setting up to something big with Uraraka. Something big is going to happen with her. I don't know what it could be, but whatever it is, it's big. You can tell from what we saw here, along with what we saw from season 3, when she says, I'm going to bury my feelings towards Izuku, I'm going to bury them right now, and he's gonna I'm gonna bury them right now, and focus on what I gotta do. And with everything else we've seen with them, something big is going to, and also the fact that she didn't join Izuku and the others to stay Baku. Remember, she stayed during the whole thing. Horikoshi is obviously setting up to something big towards her. And I don't know what I meant for. I don't know what it could be, but whatever it is, it's big. And I'm definitely excited to see what Horikoshi has in store for her, because I love Uraraka. She's one of my favorite characters in the series. She is best girl, if you guys are asking me. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where he has in store for Uraraka, man, because it's going to be interesting. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be something big. It's going to be something huge. It's going to be something probably having to revolve around Izuku. She might actually end up having, a massive heart-to-heart with him, later on, maybe at the end of the season. I don't know what. But whatever it is, it's big, and I'm excited to see what Horikoshi is in store for, because it's going to be something big, and I definitely can't wait to see what's going to happen, man. I love Uraraka, and I can't wait to see what's in store for her next. So, we then get to Kirishima and Sero. The dude literally wraps his arm around and then... this is something that's just fucking super funny to me. So, and then he gets close up with Kirishima, and Kirishima's hair is so pointy, it legit pokes one of Sero's eyes. Now, he doesn't go oh, your hair is so pointy. But if you pay attention, one of the points in his hair legit, pokes his eye, and he has that eye closed, and there's an X around it while he's talking to him. I just found that kind of funny. So anyway, Sarah asks him, dude, why don't you tell us what's going on, man? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry, man, I know the gag order. And then Mina comes in carrying around this cute little buddy, man, super cute buddy. And she asks him, hey, man, you okay? Well, this is the first time they've really talked, at least that we really know that something could happen with you two since we saw a little flashback. He's like, I'm not there yet. He says, I see. Then Rock comes in and be like, kawaii, But, that buddy's super cute. And, Mina tells that they got from, they got it from Kota, and she's just this and then and then she asks her you want to hold him, and she's like, yeah. And then Sue and Toru also want to hold the bunny, but yeah, it's a super cute bunny. And then we get to Bakugo. My man Bakugo is literally just sitting there, got his hands in all kinds, and then Kaminari comes in there and be like, hey, Kacha. Yes, he legit calls him Kacha. We have two now. We now have two people calling Bakugo Kacha, Izuku and Kaminari. I never thought we'd see that. I thought Kacha was just going to be saying exclusive to Izuku, but nah. Kaminari's starting to dip into that pool, man. But hey. So he's like, hey, man, what are you sulking around here for? I'm sure you won't. You can't because you were, right? And then, Kaminari tries to, try to hug him, but then Bakugo just instantly moves out up from the couch, and Kaminari just falls flat on his face on the couch. He's like, I'm going to bed. He's like, what, this early? You old or something? He's like, and he says, unlike the rest of you, I got shit to do. No, he didn't say that. He said, I got stuff to do, but I hope in the dub that she's too, I got shit to do, because that just sounds better, doesn't it? I got shit to do, And that just sounds better to me anyway. I got shit to do. So then Todoroki comes back from outside, telling him he got to go to bed too. And they're kind of like, why are they going to bed so early? They tell him that they got their, their little hero license test, or hero license course tomorrow, so yeah. Then Izuku and the others go to bed. They have their little flashbacks, or Izuku has a flashback to everything that's happened throughout season 4. A lot has happened, and then the man goes to sleep. We then transfer back to Bakugo and Toro, which is pretty much where we stick with them for the rest of the episode. They're, while they're going over to, the bus, and then, Todoroki says, oh, I feel bad that Aizawa has to take us again. And then Bakugo's like, I don't want to talk, I want to make small talk with you. And then we get over to the end where there's All Might and All Might and President Mike standing there behind ahead of a bus. And he's like, you're late, bad boys! And that was pretty much completely in English, so you get some good old English as well, so that was nice. But man, I need to see Bad Boys for live, man. I love me some Bad Boys. I love those movies, especially Bad Boys 2. Love that movie, man. They're such great. I need to catch Bad Boys, but hopefully I get to catch them while still in theaters, man, because I love me some Will Smith. Bad Boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? But anyway, President Mike legit starts poking Bakugo on the head. You could just aggravate, also some other stuff that aggravates Bakugo. But he tells him that President Mike's very much there as a bodyguard and All Might to be taking them since Aizawa has to stay over because of Eri and they need her to control her powers and everything. Which, it's going to be interesting. And I do know a little bit of what's going to happen between Eri and Aizawa, but I'm not going to say anything. Just not spoil you, Emil. But we're going to find out about it soon enough anyway. So, yeah, then they get over there. They're in, like, this little walkway. Or actually, before that, we see All Might with President Mike. He meets him with Endeavor. He's like, if it isn't the former first seat. Long time no see. And then, he's like, thank you for bringing Shoto. And then, you see President Mike look, and he's like, and All Might's like, Endeavor. And then President Mike look at them both like, shit! He's like, I'll bring some coffee! So then we get over back to Todoroki and the other guys. Then they meet up with my boy and Yas. It's nice seeing Yas again. And then we see Cammy, the real Cammy. Because remember, last time we saw her, she was Toga. And I gotta say, Cammy is legit the perfect fit for Bakugo. She's legit the perfect one for Bakugo. She is extremely open. She doesn't give a fuck what she says, and she'll say anything, man. She's just like him, man. It's fucking perfect. They even have similar hair colors. She's like, oh, he's hot. I can't wait to be treated with someone so hot. And she's legit talking about this about Todoroki. Then she's legit like, hey, can I get your number? And Todoroki's like, sure. You can tell Todoroki ain't perfect because the yes is like, holy shit, your social skills are amazing. I should learn from you, Cammy. And then Bakugo calls Inuyasha bald. He was like, I am not bald. He shows me he just has short hair. Then you see a Senji being like, Cammy, this is beneath you. As a student of Shinketsu, you should throw this shit away. And it's like, and then they start going after each other. Bakugo calls him mean. He tells, my name is Senji. It's pretty funny. And that's pretty much when the episode ends, when we end up with Grand Orca and the other guy that was like, oh yes, I'm so tired. That guy being like, let's make the train a little bit harder today. And that's where the episode ends. Now we see the ED, we see a bunch of shots from previous students of what they were doing for the school festivals. We saw All Might back when he was in his UA, it was nice. You also see one of President Mike and Aizawa in the background. There was one with Togata and Tamaki. There was actually one with Toga in there too, which was kind of surprising. Another one that actually caught my eye was this cute one with Todoroki where he's like holding his mom's skirt. And another one where Todoroki's sister is with some other dude with white hair. I'm assuming that's another one of Endeavor's kids because we've never seen it before. And I think that was all, at least the ones that I can remember that I noticed. Then I did like this one shot how the AD ends where you see All Might, he's buffing up, and he has showing off his muscles, and then you just see Bakugo and Izuku facing away from each other, but one All Might is back down to his human form, i.e. what happened at the end of season 3. They're both facing the same direction, which I thought that was a nice little touch. And yeah, man, so then we see the next episode preview, which is where Bakugo and the guys are going to have to deal with kids. Bakugo will deal with kids, man. This is fucking perfection. I will do a reaction to the episode next week. I will probably do an episode. You guys might actually see an episode reaction next week. Although, don't expect the second one with the English dub. I'm probably just going to do that one with the Japanese. So yeah, man. This episode was fucking awesome. A lot of setup in this episode. A lot of seeds planted for the future of Hirawaka, for this arc and everything. Definitely hyped to see what the rest of this arc is. It's going to be fun. It's slice of life. It's going to be focused on Jiro. And it's just going to be a good time, man. I'm definitely going to enjoy this episode. Or this arc, I should say. So yeah, overall I give this episode a 10 out of 10, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, flag links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
It's